Hi there, this is Eric from SurefireROI.com, and today I have something very, very cool to share with you. So this is going to be for you if you're looking to get more sales leads from Google, okay? And more importantly, if you're sick of waiting for results from your SEO efforts, and of course you're tired of assuming all the upfront costs associated with traditional SEO. Let's talk about that for a second. This is the exact same situation every business owner goes through probably 5 times a day through spam and everything else. Someone will contact you, some so-called SEO guru or expert, and they'll say, we can get you on the first page of Google. By the way, it'll take 2 or 3 months, and you're going to have to pay us $1,500 a month and no guarantees. Okay, so this goes completely against that. You're going to see that we guarantee the results. You get the results before you have to pay us, okay? And what we'll be covering in this video, exactly what the guaranteed SEO services are. I'm going to go over a live case study showing exactly how we get these first page rankings and how fast we get them. And in this case study, it'll be less than an hour, okay? And then we'll do a quick recap of the lessons learned and the best practices for this method. A guaranteed SEO services, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be ranking your videos on the first page of Google for multiple search terms. I say it'll happen within days because we're busy. It might take us a few days to get to your campaign, but once we start it, it'll happen within hours, okay? And if you're happen to be watching this on YouTube, visit SurefireROI.com/guaranteed SEO for more information about this. So here's our case study. We can do this for any type of business, and in this case I'm going to be doing it for a business that does drywall work in and around Tucson, Arizona. Okay, so this can work for practically any business, but I'm choosing a hypothetical business here. I don't have a client for this. I am not going to disclose any private information. This is just a case study to show what's possible with this method. Okay, so important terms for this case study. These are the keywords that we're going to be targeting, okay? I talked to a buddy of mine who provides such services, and these are the most important keywords to him. Drywall companies, drywall company, drywall contractors, installers, installation, sheetrock contractors, drywall repair. I have best at the bottom. It's always a good idea to target best drywall repair, best sheetrock contractor, etc. People do search for those terms, okay, and they're easier to rank for. Now, the service areas, what I did was I took Tucson as the base, and then I chose the largest cities within the service area around Tucson. Okay, so those are Casas Adobes, Catalina Foothills, Oro Valley. I have no idea how to say that word. Green Valley. So we've got 6 geographical locations, and probably we've got 7 main service opportunities. So we've got a bunch of search terms that we can rank for here. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up these campaigns, and then I'm going to be back a little bit later with the results. Okay, it's a few hours later, and let's get to the only thing that matters, and that, of course, is results. So just give me a second while I switch over to Google here, and we'll show you some live results. Okay, so here I am on Google. Let me just adjust these things here so you can see everything better. Actually, let me go to google.com. I'm currently down in Brazil, and it defaults to the Brazilian Google. So here on this side of the page, we've got our keywords. Okay, so these are going to be combinations that I'm going to be using. And of course, here we have google.com. So let's start with Tucson. So we're going to do drywall companies in Tucson. So here's the first one, nothing there. And I'm going to give you a little secret or a little heads up here. When we're doing the big cities like Tucson, the capitals, Tucson's a massive city, over 500,000 people. We're not going to have a lot of luck doing this particular method. Okay, so I'm going to save you some of the pain of going through all of these and tell you that we only ranked for one search term in Tucson. But let's go to the other ones. So Casas Adobes, I'm probably saying that wrong. And we're going to start seeing some better results. So here we are, number 1 for drywall companies. And then if we do drywall company, I would guess similar results. Here we are, we have 2 spots on the first page. What else do we have? We have contractors. Now I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert in a second. Drywall contractors, we're number 1. Drywall contractor, 2 spots there. Let's see. Let's do drywall repair. I'm not going to go through all of these because this gets painfully boring to watch. I know it's a little addictive when you're doing it, but it is pretty cool. Drywall repair. So we've got 3 spots there, and a lot of times when we rank for more than one, usually what happens is one will fall off. So if right now I'm ranking for 3 and it looks really cool, but one will likely fall off. If I was ranking for 2, and you'll see examples of that, then one will probably fall off and I'll just remain with the 1 spot. But that's pretty good. And the thing I want to point out here is these are, okay, so we've got the maps listings up here. We've got the organic down here, and you can see how the thumbnail really stands out from all of the other listings. And that's really cool because it's more likely that people are going to click through to watch a video than they are going to watch, read text. Okay, so let's keep going with this. Sheetrock contractor. There we are. We've got 2 spots at the top there. And if we do Catalina Foothills, Oro Valley, Sorriva, I don't know how to say that. Let me cut to the chase here. I have, these are all of the page 1 rankings that we got. So for Tucson, this was the only one that we got. Best drywall company is Tucson. Let's see if that's still there. Okay, and like I said, with the bigger populated cities, it's going to be tougher to do. So here we are right down at the bottom. Just for fun, let's see drywall contractors. Like I said, this is a little addictive when you get doing it. But yeah, oh, there we are. We're at number 9 for best drywall contractors in Tucson. So there we go. Here is the full list. We have, I think, if numbers are right, it's 42 page 1 rankings. So apart from Tucson, when we got into the smaller populated areas, and I don't know the population of all these places, but I think Casas Adobes is 70,000. Catalina Foothills is close to that as well. Oro Valley is over 50. So these are not little tiny little villages. They're going to get search volume. And over time, it's just, you're going to get phone calls, you're going to get clicks through to your website, and you're going to dominate a lot of search terms that you just can't get with a regular website. Well, you can. There's a cool little way to do that too, and I'll do another video about it. But in the meantime, this is a nice way to grab a lot of search rankings very, very quickly. Like I said, this happens within, let's look at that again. So 1 hour ago, I uploaded this video, okay, and it's on the first page of Google. So much for all of the SEO superstars telling you to wait 2 or 3 months. Okay, this isn't as good as getting your website ranked on the first page of Google. That is going to take time, okay, but it's not at all a bad thing to have a few videos ranking for hundreds of search terms related to what you're selling. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Let's go back to the PowerPoint and wrap this up. Okay, so here we are, we're back. Here's what we learned. I've been doing this for a while, and it's almost the same in every market and every type of service that I go into. This method rarely works well for the primary search terms in big cities like Tucson, in this example. These results are actually worse than what I would normally see. Usually, even when the big metro centers like Tucson, Phoenix, the major cities, will get better results than this. The competition was a little stiffer than what I anticipated, but we did knock it out of the park for all of the smaller areas. Okay, so like I said, it's just a numbers game. Those searches are all going to add up. Those views are going to add up. People are going to view your video, click through to your website, and give you calls. And I really like adding the term best, okay? And the reason is that people they search for the best companies, and they want to work with the best companies. And that's the reason why all of those massive companies like Thumbtack, Home Advisor, Yelp especially, they target the best terms. So best drywall contractor, Tucson. You'll notice they dominate those first page rankings. Okay, so this is actually wrong. Within 1 hour or 2 hours, we have over 40 new page one rankings. Okay, if this was for a client, if you were doing this with me, for example, we would have a link to your website and your phone number right within the listing here. Okay, so people will call, book an appointment, and that kind of stuff. Because this is just a case study that I don't have a client for Tucson that does drywall. I just did the basics on this. And the important thing, I mentioned this earlier, the video thumbnail really sticks out in the search rankings, and you're going to get a really high click-through rate on these. And then that gets us back to their guaranteed SEO services. I hope this has clarified exactly what can happen for your business if you decide to work with us. What we'll do is we'll rank your video on the first page of Google for multiple search terms. I think I've shown that here with over 40 page one rankings within a couple of hours. You can get started with us without paying us anything. You just get in touch with us. We're going to have a 15-minute phone call to talk about your business and the most important search terms and the service areas that you service, and we'll get going. We don't require any deposit, don't require any commitment. You'll just have a good idea of what to expect, and then within a couple of days, your videos will be ranking on the first page of Google. Okay, and that's really all there is to it. So if you're viewing this on a social media site somewhere, visit surefireroi.com/guaranteed SEO, and we can talk about your business. Thanks so much.